I was gonna sit a bit longer and wait to start. Maybe run another ad to try to keep the pre-rolls off for as long as possible while streaming. However, I can't wait anymore. I really want to play more. I'm just sitting here, so we're gonna go. More Séance of Blake Manor. Very excited. We finished the first day, or like the first real day. Went to the spooky, the masked ball. We were drugged, had this weird dream. I woke up, or had to chase people through like the catacombs. I was hoping to just go through the catacombs in the ballroom on my own, but we kind of lost all autonomy once we went to the ball. Chased some people through the catacombs, ended up in the hedge maze. There looked like this weird ritual. The giant ghosty thing pointed at the portal and told me to go through, which was weird. And then we woke up and it was 11 a.m. And I was like, oh no, we missed a bunch of the morning. But it is now day 2, so I have an hour, I think, until the deliveries start, and I should be able to go to the basement, which is what I really want to do. And we also have the Protestant service that just starts now, and then there's a Catholic mass too. Oh, the delivery starts. Maybe I'll have to go over lunch, I guess. But we'll see how it goes, because I want to go to both of these, because I want to see who is there, because it'll help determine what religion people are. Oh man, there's so many things I want to do, and I just don't have time to do it all. Protestant service. I mean, maybe just from this, we should be able to look, right? Like, Inez Barbosa in the drawing room, Sino in the drawing room, Murphy in the drawing room. So, oh yeah, right, we had this to deal with as well. That was a lot of things. We'll come back to that. First thing I wanted to say are people that are Catholics, right? So the people that are the Protestant service are theoretically not Catholics, is the assumption. So can we knock anybody off our list here? Scarrett, O'Darcy, Lau. Scarrett, O'Darcy. Oh, we can eliminate Lau, which is really the only thing we can do there. Why was that not working? There we go. Okay, back to mysteries. Many things. Alright, chase. So I guess being kidnapped and gave chase while I lost them on what I can learn from this event. I was led on a chase when I witnessed strange hallucinations. Took the chase of some unsettling sights. Something happened in the ball. I felt was drugged. I attended a ball last night, which I was drugged, and saw some strange events, but how much of it was real? I was kidnapped from the ball. It's hard to tell what was real and what was a hallucination. One of the guests was kidnapped during the ball. Saw the kidnapper go through a red doorway. Somehow I got from the ballroom to some sort of catacombs. Could there have been a secret doorway? Yes. I ran through what appeared to be catacombs. Ancient tunnels beneath the house filled with long-forgotten tombs. Are there more? There's also 3 people here that we just haven't seen yet. Ancient tunnels. The catacombs just a way to reach another location. Otherworldly portal I saw in the hedge maze while hallucinating. Did they flee through the portal? Did I imagine it? I lost the kidnapper. Did I see someone waiting at the portal? Or was it drugs? Large tried to figure. I've seen and felt around the manor. Think. Make hypothesis. I chased. No. I descended into the catacombs as I chased a kidnapper through the ballroom's secret doorway. What if? I know what happened here.
Culprit took advantage of everyone's inebriated state last night to kidnap one of the other guests, They used
Who it is?
knowledge of a secret door and secret passages under the manor to get their victim out of the ballroom. We lost them in the maze, not far from where Miss Dean's trail went cold, where I found the petals and the sigil.
Maybe Miss Dean's in the
Will
catacombs.
all of this teach me anything useful? The only way they could have known about the door in the catacombs is if they knew the grounds. Either from working here, knowing the place in some other capacity, or having access to plans. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I...
Well, I absolutely do want to search the basement. The entity longs to return home. The manor is haunted by a shadowy figure whose name is Goibnu, I think. I'm pretty sure it's him. And I want to return to Tirananog through the portal. Yes.
A god lives here. Or is trapped here, perhaps.
I was so, like, I had to leave, like, right when I finished the stream yesterday, and I knew there was, like, 9 things that I'd be able to do immediately, and I was so excited to come back.
To Tirnanog.
Tirnanog. I was not wrong then about pronouncing it.
Grounds. Has the Séance awoken it? Or is it stopping him from leaving? Or are the two events linked at all? And what would all of this have to do with Miss Dean?
So many mysteries. Open, closed. With delivery on Sunday at noon. Several entrances to the basement. Yeah, we know that. They know the grounds or have maps. I mean, he knows the grounds. I don't know if she does. But I don't have a great indication of that. Incomplete maps of the grounds. He would know the grounds. You would probably know the grounds. I imagine he would know the grounds. I don't know really anything about you. I don't think we have anything new in relation to you. Was he kidnapped, maybe? Or it could have been her. She also had a long red hair. Try to find the catacombs. Skull-shaped mask. Who wore it? Yep. That all makes sense to me. Sorry, I think something kind of caught in my throat. Oh, an envelope. An invite to lunch today with Marcus Blake at 1 p.m. in the dining hall. Interesting. Oh boy. I certainly should do that. Which just means there's so many things to do. How am I going to get into the basement? Along with all this other stuff. I will say it's certainly less spooky playing this at like 2 in the afternoon when it's very bright in your room.
Have you seen Dara? He's meant to have been helping me move some supplies into the basement all morning. Once the delivery arrived, he's buggered off somewhere.
I don't. Maybe the service in the church?
Oh, he's holy all of a sudden, is he?
Maybe? This event is bringing out all sorts of strange behavior in people.
Look, whatever she got you into, just be careful.
Thanks for the
Whatever. I better get back to the stables. Can't leave the basement door just sitting open like that.
Basement door open. I want to go. I would desire to go into the basement, please. Mr. Toussaint, you probably don't have anything useful to talk about right now. I mean... Can't say I was expecting a party of that sort. To take you off guard, I cannot say I'm shocked. You'd be surprised just how uncivilized high society events can get. At least you'll know now to brace yourself should you attend another.
That's all.
Cat.
Okay, that was unhelpful. I think the church is in the gardens. Look at the map and see people. So you're in the lobby, you're up there. People in the gardens. Yeah, the churchyard is here. Eavesdrop. Hello.
If I'd known you were here, I would have made my excuses much earlier. You could have told me.
What excuse would you have to come to a place like this, lass?
A fervent desire for more rain.
That might have done it. But I thought maybe it would be best to let you get along with things, and you've done well at it seems. And not that I haven't missed you. It's good to see you. How are things back home?
Oh, well, Johnny got married last spring, and Mother's got plans for Cecil. Though he's doing what he does best, and avoiding that at all costs. He'll come round to it. But he's usually in Edinburgh, not home. So these days, when I am home, it's only me and Mother and Father. We have a new stable master, of course, but I don't like him half as much as you. Neither do the boys, I don't think.
I would be hurt if you did, love. But, how are you these days, with the Undershark?
I do alright, I think. But they still don't know what to do with me. That's why I spend all that time in London these days. They don't know of the tradition like people back home. But at least there are all these people that like to hear about it.
That's quite the collection of the people attending this thing or anything to go by. How are you, lass? With your sight?
I wish I could see. It's still... It's not back. And if it is, it's too blurry to see. Hard to think I would miss it, but it doesn't feel right not to have it either.
Are the drugs wearing off? I don't think I really have much I can talk to you about right now, because I need to find the blackmail stuff. Oh, and then I think that there'd be somebody in the hedge maze right now doing scrying at the well or whatever, which I think would be kind of important. But the number one thing I want to do is go into the graveyard and the church. It's a totally new area that I wasn't able to go into before. Okay, and I can't do anything with you, really. Wait, I can analyze you again? Wait, why did that cost me time, then?
Hello again, my friend.
I don't think there's anything that I can gain from you.
Not at all, Mr.
I'm gonna be pretty stingy with my time early on, until I know what to do. Okay, mausoleum door is locked. There was definitely like a secret door behind one of the statues in the gardens too, now that I think about it. Mausoleum door. Marchioness Mary Elizabeth Blake, nee Brown, beloved daughter, wife, pillar of the community, may the good Lord keep you ever by his side, my love. Who we got up here? You two. Oop, I could eavesdrop, which I should do. Always
The
eavesdrop.
distinction is, to be particular, that archaeologists study physical objects, but much of it is found buried, yes.
And that is where you found those jars for me?
She found the jars for him.
In short, yes. But I was on the hunt for something else. A vase.
There's just another way to learn this stuff if you haven't snooped into his room or found her.
Over 100 years ago, it took the place of...
Rotting.
No. The jar.
And whose tomb?
It was likely whoever was... I think it was the real find. His royal sarcophagus was never...
I think this is mostly not going to be
Yes.
useful to me,
So
so I'm
you
kind of skipping
suspect-
through it.
I do not think the heart was... Truly, I do not know.
Any idea?
Thanks to our Miss Dean.
And do you think you're vague?
This is where my...
Well,
No. May her kind...
I hope so.
Yeah, I think that's just new ways of getting, or a different way of getting the information we already had about her wanting to find the vase and him wanting to soul jar an angel. It's another mausoleum door, which I imagine is just going to be locked. A ghost. Another locked mausoleum door, probably. We will enter the church. Hopefully being in the church doesn't take too long and I can spend the rest of the hour also exploring something. Who are you? You're new.
Now, before we continue today's service, I wish to discuss this grand séance you're all here to attend this evening.
It takes so much time.
Word of caution on the whole affair. There is certainly a temptation in this world to search for answers that seem beyond us. I understand that the loss of a loved one, for example, can compel a person to seek truths in unusual ways. But the Lord does not set upon our shoulders more than we can bear. And if there are truths to be found, He will lead us to them. If there are questions we need answered, He will provide those answers. And if the questions remain unanswered, He means it to be so. We must have trust in the Lord. We must trust that He will lead us to where we need to be. I implore you to keep this in mind. As Halloween passes and we bring in the dawn of All Saints' Day. And I will pray for you all, that your better nature and your faith prevails, where it might otherwise waver. Marquess, please, be reasonable.
I should follow him.
I wanted to see who's there. Miss Quinn's in there, and Miss O'Darcy is in there, as far as I can tell. Also, you are a Protestant, from what I can tell. Trouble look in his eyes. He looks exhausted. Proud. Pocket watch. Oh, excuse me.
A new guest. You would be Mr. Ward, then. I am the Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. A pleasure.
You have the better of me, sir.
No, not really. I know nothing more than your name. That is why I invited you to lunch today, to meet you before the séance later. I do hope you will attend.
Thank you for the invite, Marquess. I certainly hope to see you there.
Well then, Mr. Ward, welcome to my home and to the grand séance. I hope whatever you are looking for, you find it here.
An event like this, it must seem strange to your peers. Mr. Ward, I have no peers. This is my land and my coin, and will make use of it any way I wish. Let the babbling masses complain. It only serves to highlight how little they understand or dare to understand. Give me your timetable, please. Silent dinner. Mr. Coventry's talk. There's so many things to ask about. We know the strange device in the atrium. The gauge is built for this event. It's a measure of our collective psychic energy, a measure of how ready we are to pierce the veil. And that's a predictor of the seance's success. It was full when we arrived, but that is no longer the case. Will it impact things? I cannot say for certain, but a fuller reading would be preferable. I'm sure Miss Mantovani will overcome any obstacles she encounters, however. Keep an eye on the time, Marquess. The seance has been in planning for some time now. As we near the seance itself feels as if time is slowing. I'm most eager to get to it. Her name Wilhelmina Blake mean anything to you? A great aunt of mine, if I'm not mistaken. I don't recall much about her. She disappeared long before I arrived into the world. But yes, I do recall that she disappeared. We have a portrait of her in the lobby, I believe, and no doubt something on her in the library if you're interested. Your son, Walter, he keeps to himself? He's not best suited to life in a hotel, but a private residence is large enough that he's never forced to face that reality. Would he have been different had the accident not happened? His mother was certainly more social than I. Perhaps we would have learned some of that from her. So many things. Did you personally invite Miss Dean to the Manor, Marquess? The only guest that was invited was Miss Mantovani. Her name was enough to bring the rest. Miss Dean's late departure is frustrating enough without her having been invited, frankly. I don't want to, I want to ask, like, everything, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to talk to him next, but I also don't know what is useful. I heard of your late wife. My condolences. My thanks. You know, it was a controversial marriage. Her family were not high enough status for my title. Not Catherine, God rest her soul, was just glad I had married at all. She felt I'd thrown too much of myself into this hotel business. She's right, of course. After the hardships of the families, I'd felt it was important to secure the family house and finances, but for whom with no heirs. But then if Mary had not come to stay here, we never would have met, and so the great wheel turns. Have you ever felt love, Mr. Ward? She unlocked me, is how I would describe it. She was my everything. I'm sorry, Mr. Ward. You'll have to excuse me a moment. Thank you. Now, where were we? Are there many Blakes left? No, the manor is full once. The family larger was just Walter and I now. No doubt some distant relatives exist somewhere, but I don't know of them. The numbers dwindle each generation, tragedy and marriage and other families. The west of Ireland is very remote. Once a woman has been betrothed, she rarely keeps in touch and is even less likely to return. I think the ball. You forgive me a forwardness, but I was not expecting a gala quite like the one last night. I assure you, Mr. Ward, neither was I, but these things, rituals, rituals. You mean to say that was part of the seance? Part of the preparation for it, yes. Tonight we performed the seance, but we had to have been hurtling towards it for some time now. It's a ball we crossed one of the final thresholds, the point of no return.
If you'll excuse me.
Of course.
Okay, I'll leave that for now. Okay, so that's probably all I can do here. Wait, why can I, like, confront him? That's weird. If I was able to, I would love to, but he does not seem to be available to me. Okay, I need to go... I'm gonna check out the statue that was moved in the garden. So this is the mausoleum. What am I doing? Statue that was moved in the gardens. I want to go in the hedge maze, and I need to go into the basement. I also want to go to the ballroom, but we will see. I think I've already heard them. There's like this statue, I think. At least I'm pretty sure it was that statue. Hedge, maze, hedge, maze. Yeah, we're doing some scrying over there.
Andiamo, little well. You show me nothing.
Don't go getting worked up about it now, or you won't get anywhere. Scrying is a delicate art. The mind must be relaxed, but
I am focused. I'm a magician, and a very good one. This should not be hard for me.
none of that. You're better than that, aren't you? Don't let pride cloud your mind. You're focused, perhaps, but on what?
My family, of course. Except... no. When I think of them,
You're not
I
truly
imagine
focused
what
on
these
your
people
family.
would
You're
say of
focused
me.
on
But what
implications.
choice did I have? A magician must glitter. Whatever mud she's born in, she must bloom and escape to survive.
You put too much on yourself.
Santo cielo, says she, carrier of woes.
Well, I'd rather carry woes than expectations. Sometimes we just need to put down the load, Carmela.
Oh, I see them. But I forgot how good